It is undeniable that there is so much vast land to explore all over the world, and it harbors so much history. That's why it's still amazing to see that the world of archaeology still has so much to unearth and discover. Hello there, welcome to Eventful Insights. Together, let's find out the 10 greatest archaeological discoveries of 2023 and marvel at the rich history of the world we live in. But before we get started, which country do you think harbors so many archaeological findings yet to be discovered? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. We're starting strong with this interesting prison bakery in Pompeii. The finding of the prison bakery in Pompeii is a big deal for archaeologists because it tells us about the tough lives of enslaved people in ancient Rome. This bakery was also a jail where slaves worked with donkeys to make bread. They worked in a small, dark space with tiny windows covered with bars and no doors to the outside. The slaves and animals were mistreated, with the donkeys being blindfolded and whipped as they walked in circles for hours. The markings on the floor were utilized to organize how the animals, especially the donkeys, moved around. These donkeys were made to walk in circles with blindfolds on for long periods as they ground grain. Archaeologists found this bakery while fixing up an old Pompeian house. Second on our list is the recent discovery of a 4,500-year-old palace in Iraq. Uncovered by the Girsu Project, a collaboration between the British Museum, Iraq's State Board of Antiquities and Heritage, and funded by the Getty Museum, this palace offers valuable insights into one of the earliest known cities in the world. Utilizing advanced technology and drone photography, the excavation revealed buried remains at Tablet Hill in Tello, modern-day Iraq. This finding is part of a broader effort to address the damage from past excavations and modern looting. Alongside the palace, over 200 cuneiform tablets detailing administrative records of Girsu were unearthed, providing a glimpse into the city's governance and daily life. Moreover, the identification of the Eninu temple dedicated to the Sumerian god, Ningirsu, further enhances the significance of this archaeological site. After that, we have the Fiddler's Theatre in Rome, Italy. Located in the gardens of Agrippina near the Vatican, this private theatre served as a venue for Nero's singing and performances, yet its precise location had remained unknown until recent excavations uncovered its remains. The theatre's impressive ruins include a semicircular seating area and stairways, constructed using bricks dating back to the time of the Julio-Claudian emperors, notably Caligula and Nero. As part of Nero's extensive building projects across Rome, which included the construction of the opulent Domus Aurea, or Golden House, adorned with marble columns and gold-covered stucco, the theatre played a significant role. Next on our list will surely make you curious about the history of books, because we have the oldest book in the world discovered in Egypt. This momentous archaeological breakthrough was found to be dating back to approximately 260 BC. This ancient manuscript, initially found as a papyrus fragment wrapped around a mummy at the necropolis of Heba in 1902, is considered the earliest surviving fragment of a book ever found. Measuring 15 centimeters by 25 centimeters, the fragment was identified as part of a notebook bound in Egypt nearly 2,300 years ago and is currently housed at Graz University in Austria. The fragment contains calculations for beer and oil taxes inscribed in ancient Greek, suggesting it may have once been part of a codex format, challenging previous assumptions about the timeline of book invention. Conservator Teresa Zamet-Lupi noted evidence of binding thread, sewing holes, and a centerfold, indicating it was from a book rather than a scroll, reshaping our understanding of early bookmaking practices. Halfway into our list is the Inca workers' homeland in Peru. Machu Picchu, sitting on a mountain ridge in the Urubamba Valley, was once a grand palace belonging to Inca Emperor Pachacuti. His staff, made up of skilled workers like craftsmen and religious experts, took care of the estate all year while the emperor stayed in Cuzco, 45 miles away. Until recently, no one knew much about these workers or where they came from. In 1912, an explorer found the graves of over 100 of them outside the palace walls. Some had pottery with designs from different parts of the Inca Empire, including Amazonian styles. Now, a new study led by archaeologists from Yale University, Tulane University, and the University of California, Santa Cruz, shows that these workers came from all over the Inca Empire, which stretched from northern Ecuador to parts of Chile. Before we dive into the other half of our list, let me ask you a question. Why do you think structures like the Fiddler's Theatre were only discovered in 2023? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you want to know more about other archaeological findings, check out our channel for more videos like this. Now let's continue. Sixth on our list is the Imperial Menagerie found in Xi'an, China. Last year, the discovery of the Imperial Menagerie near a royal tomb complex, dating back to the Western Han Dynasty in China, revealed more than 400 sacrificed animals, representing 41 rare species. Buried with their heads facing the tombs of Emperor Wen and consort Bo, including the first complete skeletons of a giant panda and a tapir found in a Chinese tomb. These animals also included species such as a yak, tiger, tortoise, green peacock, red-crowned crane and snub-nosed monkey, possibly sent as tribute from Southeast Asia. This find is unparalleled in Chinese history, emphasizing the animal's significance as symbols of status intended to accompany the emperor and his mother into the afterlife. Next would be the Cave of Swords in Israel. Archaeologists found 4 old swords in a cave near Ein Gedi by the Dead Sea. It was tough to reach the cave up a high cliff. They had to go deep inside to get the swords. 3 of them are long swords called spatha, used by Roman soldiers on horses and foot. The 4th is a shorter sword called gladius, with a ring at the end, also used by Romans in Judea long ago. They were still in their wooden covers. It's not clear why the swords were hidden there, but a coin found nearby suggests it might be linked to a revolt against the Romans in AD 134 or 135. Local rebels might have hidden them to use in the fight. 8 on our list are the mystical Mesoamerican artifacts found in Mexico. Archaeologist Leonardo López Luján from Mexico's National Institute of Anthropology and History compares the Templo Maya, which includes the vast pyramids at the core of the Aztec capital Tenochtitlan, to a Russian doll. He explains that within each layer of a Mesoamerican pyramid, there lies an older, smaller one. On the 9th layer, his team unearthed a volcanic stone chest within the Templo Maya complex, rich with layers of significance. In one layer, there were around 15 well-preserved figurines and symbols of water and fertility. These were buried around 1454 under Moctezuma I's reign, but the figurines themselves were already 1,000 years old and came from 200 miles away. Second to the last is the hunter-gatherer fortresses found in Russia. Researchers found out that the first forts in the world were built by Neolithic hunter-gatherers around 6000 BC in western Siberia. Before, archaeologists thought fortified settlements in the area only went back to around 1000 BC, but in the 1980s, they realized one site's fort was actually much older, from the Neolithic time. This made them wonder if people back then could really build such big defenses. Now, recent researchers confirmed that these early forts were indeed made by Neolithic hunter-gatherers about 8,000 years ago, making them the oldest known forts in the world. Even though it seems tough now, it was actually a great place to live for hunters and fishermen back then. More people living close together might have caused problems, so they built forts to protect their villages. Lastly, there's the painted prayer in Sudan. This prayer was found in a house in Old Dongola, northern Sudan, as part of a bunch of old art uncovered by archaeologists from the University of Warsaw. Researchers think this painting is linked to a crucial moment in Makurian history. An old Nubian writing next to the scene mentions a king named David and asks God to keep the city safe. Obwuski believes the painting shows King David from Nubia, who attacked Egypt's Mamluk Sultanate in the late 1200s, but later faced a strong counterattack. That's all for today's video. Which discoveries do you think would have a lasting impact on our history? I hope you had a great time finding out about the archaeological findings that rocked 2023. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell. Thanks for watching.